Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Terraformers, the Green Path Part 1. Just ahead of time, I know that our starting city is going to be raffled off, so boop, raffle timer's right there. And it looks like we'll do the life start. So I could pick between temperature and atmosphere and oxygen. I'm going to pick temperature just because it has a lower minimum requirement, and therefore it's going to be, I'm going to be able to spread that sooner. In terms of leaders, you guys will choose this as well. So we have Alex here, who's a farmer. He can produce food and turn non-owned water deposits into oceans, and also nitrates that I produce, he produces more. Or Tarek, who can overwork people for double production and build police stations, which gives comfort of living, and the water that I produce, he produces more. So Alex or Tarek? All right, Alex, you're the man. So right at the start here, the headquarters. I think the starting city that I want is going to be a high populous one, so I'm going to put my headquarters here and my habitat module here, centering it around some sort of social benefit structure in the middle. I'm going to explore this way. And yes, it's an aquifer. That's exactly what I wanted. So, mine it. So the goal here on the green path is to spread life. So I'm going to want to get the bacteria spreader constructed sooner than later so that I can start adding heat to the planet, which means I need to also work on my science. Let's also focus on greenhouse farming because I gain water per turn, so I'll be able to do a greenhouse pretty soon. And hey, perpetual cowlick. You know, I kind of have a perpetual cowlick too. I have to like glue it down in the mornings. It's really a burden, isn't it? Let's look for water, and I'm gonna look here. Ooh, it's a high plateau. So 2 more turns and I'll have the water for a greenhouse farm. Oh, and I'm going to get another greenhouse. We're going to really focus on growth this time. I'm going to try to put down a lot of cities in order to spread life rapidly. That will be my goal. So let's go water again. And this will put the farm down. So if I have home, support building, if I want food, I'll do maybe food, and then some food support. So I'll put one of the food buildings there. We got our first trade route, and for the food, I'm also going to do soil. So this initial city here, and I guess I'll update my goal. This will be build a high pop food city. That will be whatever this is called. It's getting raffled in a minute. So I want to keep adding food to this, so I'm going to keep exploring nodes that have food and water. Cool, we just got food. I'm also going to want to take on a project that has a habitat soon. And a laboratory would be good too in order to get the bacteria spreader. So I'm going to take the laboratory project and search the silicates. So now I have enough for a laboratory. And I'll put the lab here. So now we have science gain per turn, and in 10 turns I'll be able to do the bacteria spreader, or earlier if I get a little bit extra science. Exploration satellite will help, and eco-homes. Perfect. Take on the eco-homes and slap that down right there. So let's manually search just north, and then satellite search up this way. spread to the silicates deposit and mine it. So now we have silicates and water gain per turn. And then in 2 turns or so, we also have the trade run. So I'm going to sell my science to import water so we get the new greenhouse farm sooner. And this city is now called... No, you can't self-assign it. Come on now. It's called... Oh, Orpheus. Orpheus Tello. Congrats. Orpheus Telos. Whole Matt Buck tried to steal that from you. So support has gone up. I'll get a hospital to offset the support cost. And then let's stop exporting science and start exporting silicates so that I can afford the hospital sooner. Is there any place with water? Yeah, right here has water. So we have enough for the new farm. Cool. And I'll get farm yet again. This is also water and food. So 4 more water and I will have the 3rd farm. And of course this is going to be our our food and water starter. But also let's get support building in the middle. I'll probably end up replacing that with a hospital at some point. Hospitals... No, I guess that's fine. This will give plus 12 at max, and this would only give plus 11. So that's a good choice. And more water. And that gives me the greenhouse. So I have spaces between these for adjacency bonus food production. And then at this point, I am going to start importing soil so that I can try to get the soil factory up and running ASAP. It'd also be good to start exploring where I might be able to colonize next. And there we go, a crater. Perfect location. So the current goal now is explore for a new city. And Aducus Noctis, thank you for the follow there. Delivery drones would be pretty useful, I think. So we'll get those and stick this adjacent to one of these houses for a little bit extra support and to expand our boundary to this rocky plain that's elevated. So Orpheus Telos has 2 elevated plains, so it'd be good to put in like solar panels or something like that that can take advantage of the elevation. And a canyon view. So all I have to do is explore here, and I'll have that crater colonized. I will need, however, water for that, so I'm going to start importing water. And new turn, a new leader. So who will lead us next? So we've got Lena for culture. She can spend water to gain support, or construct a local art gallery for +3 support for every location providing support or comfort owned by the city. Or Misha, who expertise is in bacteria, keeping in mind that our goal is to do some bacterial, But yeah, her specialization is constructing bacteria spreaders. It costs less science. She can modify life forms to make them have a lower requirement, and she can import life forms from Earth to be able to spread it around. I think it's pretty obvious we want Misha. Special project, I'm definitely going to take the generator, because we really need the generator. We have no power added right now, so I'm going to stick the generator here. And I'm going to import life forms. So, a life form that adds atmosphere, or a life form that adds titanium, that's a no-brainer. We'll do the atmosphere one. The bacteria spreader now only requires 12 science, so that's going to be a lot cheaper for us to do sooner. And I'm going to be putting it like here or there, even though it's elevated. And next turn, we'll be able to get another city. So I'm going to queue the giveaway timer ahead of time, because we're going to have that next city up on us very soon. All right, crater. So this has fertile soil, 2 natural sites that are a little bit of support, and a nitrate deposit. I think I'm going to put this city around the natural site. Okay, I just completely demolished the amount of power that I have. So let's go and add a tritium deposit and the sandstones. So these sandstones can add support when you have guided tours there. Import more life. And I'm going to do the alpine forest. And we're looking good. And soon we'll have a name for Dolmentor. And let's go with Mediterranean shrubs. And an oxygen factory would be nice. I'm going to import life one last time for Arctic rabbits. So now we have a plant spreader, a bacteria spreader, and an animal spreader. So one of each type. Oh man, my power generation is really dismal. And then next turn I'm going to do the genetic modification to reduce the reproduction speed of whatever life form so that we can spread it more quickly. But what I really need to do is to get these spreaders out so that we can start to seed life here. Courthouse would be good for support, and comfort, labs for science. I'll go courthouse. Next turn I'll have enough science to put a bacteria spreader down. I'm going to need to get some power generation, though, because it is real bad. So I'm going to put the courthouse down ahead of time. Stick that here. And then I should start saving up for, like, maybe an oxygen factory so we can start terraforming a little bit better. So let's use the genetic modification and spread alpine forest more quickly. I think that's going to be a good choice. I hope. Go for a landing pad to be able to exchange resources a bit faster. And we'll put the bacteria spreader here and the landing pad there. And then a tritium deposit once we have the titanium. So we'll import titanium and sell tritium for that. I might be able to just get the titanium right now. There we go, perfect. So there's a titanium mine, and we could get the other titanium, the tritium mine. We can get the titanium mines soon as well. But I am completely out of power, so I'm gonna skip my ability to get support instead. Alright, Raffle Timer has 1 more minute for the name of Dolmentor. And the current goal is generate more power. I am hurting for power. I only have 1 per turn, which is horrible. So let's start importing power at the cost of tritium, because we do have a tritium mine. And with 1 power, I literally can't even explore. So we just sit on our hands for a turn. Alright, bacteria spreading. So, atmosphere or heat? We'll go with atmosphere this time. And good luck, it's going to Chrome Jr. Or, yeah, I guess chrome without the H. So saving up for the oxygen factory would be good. And I still need to get the soil for the soil factory, but that's kind of that's a big reach because we really don't have the soil yet. So I guess oxygen factory is the next big purchase. Ooh, importing oxygen. That would be really good. Or importing Atmo. So let's go and push for the import of Atmo. I think that will be easiest for us to get. Because it's only 13 tritium and we already have 19 stocked. But I'm just not getting the options to get power generators, which is a real shame because it's super hampering our expansion here. So with any luck, my luck changes and we get some generators. Oh, or not. There. A fertile zone here will help grow a little bit more food. I love train stations. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford them. I'm going to work towards development center because being offered more projects might give us the ability to get the to get offered a little bit more generation sooner. So that is the final habitation module for Orpheus Telos. And now it's just a matter of filling in some soil and some whatever, maybe an oxygen generator there. So Orpheus Telos, you spread up to these mountains. And I don't have the resources for a plant spreader or animal spreader, but hopefully we get them soon. I can't search anything. Man, we are broke power-wise. The RNG can be brutal. Alright, so new leader. So we have the ability to import life forms for animals, for Isha, or Mariam, the ability to specialize in robotics. She has the ability, specialization of power boost, increases my power production by 1 for every 6 new power I start producing. I'm basically producing no power, so I don't know how useful that's going to be right now. And the specialization here is the animal spreaders cost less water. And then I can also genetically modify 1 life form to be more cold resistant, to require less heat, and import life forms. Crossing my fingers that we get some power gen cards, and it looks like we're going to go robotics. Give me power! You're killing me! Alright, there's flat plains for a potential new colony. If we explored around there, which with the power that I currently have, won't happen anytime soon. And let's see, maybe I get a drone hub for free. Because I'm poor. I can't really afford much. So a free drone hub allows us to spread to this canyon view for comfort of living, for more support. Now I'm in the negative 19 support per turn. Still haven't been offered any power. Oof. Come on, game. Come on, game. You're starving me to death here. Oh, here we go. Orbital Ring gives power per turn for every 4 new space projects completed. I would need to make a lot of space projects for that to be helpful, though. But, like, I've been given no other method. I think I'm going to actually take the bacteria spreader instead to start throwing bacteria around for more terraforming. So let's get heat per turn here. So now I have a little bit of atmosphere and a little bit of heat per turn. Not much, though. We're still saving up for the oxygen factory. And can I explore anywhere? Yeah, I can explore here. That's it. And we had a sandstorm. So here's a tritium thermo generator. I'm just going to pick that because I'm starving for it. To repair everything is power, tritium, and food. So I can't repair the entertainment center because I don't have enough power at the moment. So I have to wait till next turn. Import methane. Cool. So let's stop this space project to start to do the space project that adds power for other... Or no, that's not the one. I never picked it. Never mind. Just kidding. Finish that off. And obviously I'm going to throw down the tritium generator here somewhere. Rocks are blocking the way. Well, I guess I could put it here on that natural site because I'm not using that. And satellites. Come on, satellites. I'll start satelliting around the flat plains for the new city. Ooh, free nitrates. Awesome. So I already have one drone hub here. I'm not going to add another. So we'll just skip for extra support. Temperate forest or penguins? Penguins. So atmosphere just hit tier 1. There we go, little success music. And then we'll start to push more science per turn. Maybe? Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm actually going to hold off on that and import water at the cost of tritium and silicates so that I can get the oxygen generator finally. More support would be helpful. I'm just continually there. Not being given options for what I really need. I have a bunch of like projects that I want to build, but I just don't have the resources to do it. No, I know it looks weird, but I'm actually going to put a hospital here to put a habitation module there for support. So, yeah, that will be... I'm waiting on that. And we can spread bacteria. So let's do heat again. And a Marsquake. Man, you are killing me, game. You give me no power and you wreck my buildings. So my domed park that I had just placed got damaged. And I need 10 silicates to bail it out. Alright, stop selling silicates, I guess. And sell... deliver... to the... atmosphere and heat import. And then I did get enough for the oxygen generator, so we'll nest that back here. And that's nice to have because I wasn't generating oxygen until now. And then try to save up for the bus station, which will expand Chrome Jr. to be able to add a lot more territory. So that's 2 more tritium. So let's stop doing that. We'll, shoot. Sell water and science for tritium so that I can repair this dome sooner, because I'm really hurting for support because the game just is kneecapping me at every turn. Oh my god. Power generators, please. Yeah, there's nothing I can do this turn. I'll skip it. Alright, do applied science. Still nothing. Youch. The game is being really brutal. Normally you don't get this kind of like garbage luck. It's just, you know, sometimes you do. Well, I do have the ability to make the bus station finally, so bada bing, bada boom. And add 2. So we'll go with additional titanium and additional tritium. That'll be a good surplus to our resources. And then I'll import some titanium to be able to actually build the titanium foundry. Okay, I'm closing in on neutral support here, slowly. So titanium mine, and then next turn I'll get the tritium mine. And, oh, no, maybe another titanium mine. Really just go whole hog titanium. I'll even seek out some titanium, maybe from over here where the flat plains are, so that we can keep working towards a new city. Oh, I'm out of power. Oh, new leader. Can I get power, please? Alright, so we have recycling, which allows for sewer treatment if I have water produced at least 4 population. Her specialization is removing rocks, provide titanium, or urban planning, which is overwork and urban planning for habitation modules and skyscrapers, and more support for built-up cities. And the ability to convert silicates into titanium. It's not terrible, but maybe not particularly useful. Oh man. Options here are brutal. Alright. Aisha, or Aisha. You'll be our leader. Our glorious leader. So we're getting the new mine. I'm now out of power, but I will get the tritium deposit soon. So let's start with all of the titanium now that I produce. I produce 2 a turn. I'm going to export 2 for the water from the rings of Saturn, so that we can get our water up to 1. Which is going to be useful for adding life. And I'm going to end the turn without doing anything for extra support. Nuclear oxygen factory. So here we go again. You've already voted in this previously, but do you think we need a nuclear oxygen factory? So to analyze the situation right now, I produce 1 oxygen per turn, and in 25 turns I'll have tier 1. I produce 3 atmo per turn, and I need about 92 of it to, so 30, 3 turns or something to get tier 2 atmo. And this is either I can get immediate 50 support, or an oxygen, nuclear oxygen factory to produce 2 oxygen and 2 atmo. It also irradiates the city by 1. If we take a look at the radiation levels, I have 3 to spare in Chrome and 3 to spare in Telos. Oh, I didn't realize that was broken the whole time. Well, that would be good to know. So, let's see what you guys think about that. Do I want the nuke ox factory or not? And I'll take my turn while you vote on that. I'm still super hurting for power generation, which is sad. I think next turn I'll be able to get the tritium deposit mined. And it looks like we're going to go nuclear oxygen. So that would be good, is to... oh, my polling broke. I can't even finish this poll. Broke in the middle of the stream. Okay, well, I'll hide it. Oh god, it keeps giving me really terrible cards. So here we go. Tritium Mine. So now Chrome Jr. has 2 tritium and 2 titanium mines attached to it, which will be good to fund the import methane from Titan. Now my nitrates are still pretty terrible, and we're still working on searching all the flat plains around this tile here. So there's 1 left to search, but I don't have the power to do it. So I'm going to convert 3 silicates into 12 titanium, because in 2 turns I'll be able to get delivery drones, and I could put delivery drones... I'm going to move my robot hub. Oh. I should get this. Yeah, I should get that. ASAP. So I'm going to buy power at the cost of titanium, so that I can get a nitrate factory at Chrome. Here's a magnetic fusion plant. It gives 2 power per turn, but it just makes it uncomfortable to live in the city. I don't think I have a choice. So let's get that nitrate factory so that I get some income of nitrates and keep exporting to water from Saturn. And then in 2 more turns, I'll have enough for the delivery drones. But I want to move the robot hub over here somewhere. And then the courthouse over there. So I'm going to need a lot more power. This is brutal. I'm going to start producing... Atmo. So I'm switching up the type of bacteria that I set up. So I have a little bit of Atmo and a little bit of heat. Oh, man. Well, at least the turns go fast, because I literally have nothing to do, because I'm so poor. So this produces power. That's nice. I know I could have gotten here to search that zone, but I'm making big moves here in Chrome. So I'm going to move the robot hub over and the courthouse over so that I can put another habitation here and another habitation there. And then the delivery drones are going to go here in 1 turn. So I'm going to buy 1 power for next turn. And my support just tanked even further. Yay! So then delivery drones go in this spot. And then the nuclear oxygen factory is going to go here. I'll put the soil here, like, at some point when I can afford it, but, like, I don't know when that will be, because it's taking its sweet time. So that was some big moves. Can I rename this to tuna salad? Sure. I'll make you red for the color of tuna. So I got the delivery drones. Let's keep limping along to import water from Saturn. Yellowfin tuna? Alright, we'll go with yellow. How's that? So over here in Orpheus Telos, I'm going to put the development center down, which will give me more cards to pick from, which is going to be huge because I've been just murdered with the amount of cards that have been offered with the lack of power generation. I should also start saving up for the magnetic power plant, even though it's really uncomfortable building to be around, and try to get this searched, which my satellites are off cooldown next turn. So I'm going to found a new city next turn. So here is the giveaway for that there. New city hype. Let's see if the polling got fixed. I think the polling website's down. Oh well. And then at some point save up for like an animal spreader or plant spreader. So let's keep doing the atmosphere. Well, I guess I could have done heat, but it doesn't matter which. So, project a landing pad. You can stick a landing pad up there to then be able to export one more resource per turn. And take nothing. Oh, good. So another home and a GMO lab, which is sort of like a soil factory. It also increases the amount of food per turn around it, but it also produces food, so it's even better than soil. But it requires a lot more science than I currently have. Down here, we'll put the home here for the benefit of the Dome Park. Expand tuna salad out that way. And then that's another spot for another spreader. Satellite this location. And now in 2 turns, I'll have the food to be able to settle that flat plane. Okay. Polar bears or horses? Horses. More wind! Yes! Dear Lord, yes, finally. Next turn I'll have the water from Saturn, and then I'll also have the food to settle this flat plane. Looking forward to it. Aisha's retiring, and I can't poll you because the polling software that I use broke, so I'll have to pull you in Twitch here. So the options here is Space Tourism, Deja, or Nationalism, Anastasia. Space Tourism allows me to provide random resources for space projects and to start space hotels, and new location upgrades that provide or comfort or support give extra per turn. Or Nationalism, research all projects suggested this turn, and then try to convert Mars into an independent colony rather than space or Earth-based, providing extra global comfort but at the cost of negative support. And then the specialization is climate variety. When I found a new city, gain plus 5 support per turn if it's in a new climate zone. So it looks like Nationalism is going to be the choice here. All right. dump all those choices. Water's done. I gain support for that. So we are 1011. And the next big project will be to get my oxygen all the way up. I'm going to actually get the science lab going. I'll do both. A little bit of both. So let's get that new city going. So the giveaway has just less than a minute left. And I'll put the headquarters here. So I'm going to want some sort of 3 more houses around it or whatever. And then I'm actually going to do the independent speeches. Because why not? So I'm going to do an independent speech for Orpheus Telos. And the independent speech for Tuna Salad. So, we have signed the Declaration of Independence. We get +1 comfort for living globally, but -2 support for trade with Earth. So trading with Earth will piss us off, but everyone will feel better support. So here, as you can see, from Independence +1 support for Tuna Salad, and Orpheus Telos, again, +1 support as well. And then I just have to be careful about how much I trade with Earth, exchanging resources with Earth, because that will cause a lack of support. So, giveaway. Orpheus Telos has won again. Let's re-roll that. Sylvanti, congratulations. You are now New London. So I'd like to expand your borders as soon as I can so that I can soak up the sandstones, because this would help with support. It's potentially like 15 support out of the 37 negative that I currently have. But it also would be good to get the airborne wind turbines down. So I'm going to buy science at the cost of titanium, so I can get airborne wind turbines in this rocky plain, so I can generate double power. Because I am power starved. Oh, more wind turbines. Yes, yes! So get those airborne wind turbines. And then these standard wind turbines, I'll put... I won't put down. I'll want to put down soon, but I'm going to keep my bacteria spreaders. So new project, we'll go with the luxury workshop, which should help with support as well, but I'll need a lot more silicates for that. And then let's explore here to get silicates, because that's a silicate mine. So then the question is how to spread Sylvanti quickly. Skyscrapers are a little bit expensive because they're not producing a lot of food. Or GMO labs. So maybe I push for the GMO lab. Which means getting more science, which means getting the Planetary Engineering Lab will help with the science. Hopefully. Why does trade lower support? Because now we're independent from Earth, so trading with Earth will hurt our support. It's part of going independent with the current leader that we have. Oh, perfect. A Robotics Hub will help to spread Sylvanti. So let's put the hub here. Add 1 and 2, and then do guided tours to both, increasing our support. But right now we're in a -75, so we're in like a support freefall, which is really dangerous because I was so bottlenecked due to my lack of power that it's going to be quite the struggle to keep up with the expectations for Green Path, because I have not pushed Green Path really at all. It has been terrible RNG. So, in other words, it's looking kind of grim. As we have like 4 out of the 60 requirement met. Otherwise, this is not good. It's not good. All right, so I'm going to quickly try to rush the Planetary Engineering Lab so that we can start to offset some of our negative support. Throwing away the things that I don't really need. I'm about to get the magnetic fusion plant, which I'm going to put down in Sylvanti just because I really need the power. Oh, or to get more airborne turbines. So there's the magnetic power plant. What I really need now is, well, besides a miracle, more silicates for the luxury workshop, but unfortunately we're exporting them all, so let me hold off on that and import the silicates so that I can quickly rush the luxury workshop to try to get a little bit more support, and then to try to get more colonies up and running so that I can generate more. So if we look at Orpheus Telos, that's where waiting on like food or something. Tuna Salad is waiting on another colony. So it'd be good to get another colony out there, which I haven't really been given the chance to do. Oh, getting a road paper would be really helpful. It's adding more zones. So this zone here can become airborne wind turbine in a minute. For even more power. So I'm solving all those power issues that we had earlier, but it's like a little bit too little too late. So the touring company gives +4 support for every location providing support or comfort owned by a area. So that would be good to have maybe at Tuna Salad. That only added 4. Oof. Well, whatever. I'm going to leave that there. And then we're just saving up for the luxury workshop, which we should have next turn. Thank you for tuning in to Terraformers The Green Path, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 3rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.